When I say cult, you're probably thinking of this, when you should be thinking of this. These are cults. Those are cult brands. I'm Jay Kapoor, and this is FastBreak. FastBreak is my video newsletter where I break down business topics from the lens of media, technology, and venture capital. So, a cult is a social group defined by unusual philosophical beliefs and an intense devotion to an idea or a person. All are welcome to join, so long as they believe. Now let's set aside the ritual sacrifice and Kool-Aid drinking to appreciate that at our core, we all seek community. Historically, cults sprang up to help vulnerable human beings unite under a shared identity to navigate turbulent times together. This notion of identity and community is exactly what makes modern cult brands so appealing to their consumers, with those of us on the outside struggling to explain the appeal. Cult brands have thus been able to harness their followers' devotion for financial return. Let's explore the common characteristics and how exactly they manifest. 1. No cult is complete without a visionary leader. These personalities are the ultimate influencers. Many times, these leaders aren't the CEO, but the public figurehead who becomes the initial draw to the brand. And while some cult leaders have used their power in destructive ways, cult brand leaders also have the power to do incredible things, like lead their followers to raise $27 million for local businesses or transform their lives through daily fitness. But from a business standpoint, it's also the greatest point of failure to a cult brand. The leader's brand is the company's brand. If these personalities falter or leave, their army goes with them. 2. For a brand to survive, it has to screen out skeptics and non-believers, which typically involves an indoctrination, shedding your previous belief system for one that is provided to you. The email app Superhuman made headlines a few years ago for tens of thousands on their sign-up waitlist, which felt like an artificial constraint to generate FOMO. But in fact, Superhuman's one-on-one onboarding is actually a clever screening function to ensure that the user is a fit for the product, not the other way around. Once the indoctrination is complete, you're allowed to join the visionary's army. 3. But what good is an army without a common enemy? Quoting my friend Jordan Nadinsky, at the center of every cult brand is an enemy, a manifestation of spoken and subliminal messages, ideas, and beliefs that highlight how this brand is radically different from the status quo. New companies constantly struggle to stand out. And the easiest way to get everyone's attention is to publicly paint the target on your competitor's back the way coding bootcamp Lambda School did with traditional college education. All the better if your enemy is well known but a disliked one. Incumbent businesses are always focused on building a big inclusive tent. A cult brand's advantage is to go narrow, to polarize and generate debate, converting those on the sideline and creating their customer acquisition funnel. Remember, all are welcome so long as they believe. 4. Look no further than Gwyneth Paltrow and her Goopies or Alex Cooper and her Daddy Gang to realize that these followers are speaking a different language than you and I. Shared vocabulary strengthens loyalty to the community. These can be cult secrets, in-jokes, or memes, and in an era of technology, these shared vocabulary even extend to keyboard shortcuts and hotkeys within apps like Superhuman, Notion, and Roam. The goal here is the more quickly you become fluent in your special new language, the less likely you are to churn out to your old one. 5. Last but not least, the followers need a way to signal their affiliation. To borrow from the point on shared vocabulary, they need to signal that they are special by being on the inside. That goes beyond merch or products, even extending to things like your email signature or the emojis you tweet out to prove that you're cool. After all, what's the fun of being in a special secret society when no one knows that you've found the belonging you seek? Well, there you have it. After a year of digital isolation, most of us are seeking identity and belonging more than ever. And with our religious and civic institutions in decline, cult brands do for us together what we can't do alone. Make us feel like we're part of something greater than ourselves. Until next time, I'm Jay Kapoor, and this is FastBreak. Thanks for watching.